With spring just one day away, dog owners should be aware of ticks or signs of Lyme disease to make sure your furry friends are healthy. According to the medical director of the Veterinary Centers of America Dudley Avenue Animal Hospital, Kuchyt, ticks begin to appear outside when the temperatures are above 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Kuchyt says it can only take 4 to 6 hours to transmit Lyme disease after attachment, according to VCA's research. Kuchyt says there is products to give a kill time for the ticks to avoid disease, but there is no active repellent for ticks. Kuchyt adds that grooming after the dog has been outdoors is recommended.
If you can comb them, that's really helpful. Dogs who have longer coats are definitely a lot harder to find those ticks in. Predilection sites initially for ticks, extremities and their face, because dogs put their face down in the grass. We tend to see them around their ears and their head and neck most commonly, but definitely you can also find them crawling around on their back. But the head and face are definitely the first place to check.
Kuchyt adds Lyme disease annual vaccinations are a good idea because it can prevent your pet from getting sick if they do contract Lyme disease.